everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge here to review some Vegas Golden Knights action as we lose 3-2 in regulation against the Minnesota Wild inside of the Fortress at the T-Mobile Arena. Yeah, not great. Not great. A lot of fun titty bits in this game. Obviously, great news of having Max Pacioretty back in the lineup, although we had no Marc-Andre Fleury. He was included in our healthy scratches along with Brandon Peary, Belmar, Zykov, and Holden. So despite having Pacioretty back, we still had a lot of pieces that were, put in the healthy scratch list. Brad Hunt making his little comeback with the Minnesota Wild after we traded him God, that feels like fucking eternity ago, but it's a couple months back. And I would have thought, with the simple mentality of you win it, you're in. This was the game plan today. If you win the game today, you are in the playoffs, with the asterisk, which we will discuss and address very soon. But this was a very simple game plan for the Vegas Golden Knights. You win and you're in. Unfortunately for Vegas, what happened today was nothing short of a beatdown from Minnesota. Minnesota starts and proceeds to just undress Vegas. 2 minutes and 12 seconds in. Peterin, I don't fucking know how to pronounce any of their goddamn names. I'm not gonna fucking apologize at this point. He dragged the goddamn puck around and hit the right of Subban. And really, Subban should have had a hand in this. He really should have had a hand in this. But unfortunately, couldn't come up with anything. Vegas concedes the goal. And Vegas, for at least a good half of this first period, it felt like Vegas was just getting bullied. They were just getting bullied outright by Minnesota. And when Vegas started to put a little bit of pressure, a little bit of moves, and a little bit of aggression, nothing panned out for them. Everything just looked like they were getting all soaked up by Minnesota, and that's what it was. And Vegas, conceding a penalty really late in the period, 19 minutes and 19 seconds, concedes the fucking power play goal 19 minutes and 41 seconds in, because wouldn't you fucking know, we can't keep the pressure off of Malcolm Subban. Can't keep the pressure off of Malcolm Subban, and the fucking period ends with Minnesota dominating the shot count, 12-10. And they looked the more dominant part. They looked like the more deserving team to be ahead. I wasn't even mad at this shit. Like, okay, Vegas just playing with no heart. They're playing with nothing right now. And it kind of continued and spilled over into the second period where Vegas realizes, okay, we're going to just fucking concede another penalty again. Because why would you play disciplined? Fucking killing me with that shit. But despite the penalty kill, despite multiple penalty kills in this period, Vegas, with trying to come back into it, they just couldn't. Dubnyk had every fucking answer possible. And on one of those penalty kills, the third penalty kill of the game, we concede another goal 11 minutes and 22 seconds in, another fucking power play goal by Fiala. And by this time, you had Peterin, wherever the fuck, Stahl and Fiala all scoring goals, 3 unanswered goals in the span of less than fucking 30 minutes. Really, more than 30 minutes, but you know what I mean. And for Vegas, there has to be this kind of thought process of, all right, we can't fuck over Subban, can we? Because Subban, up to this point, I thought, yes, the one goal he conceded, not that great. That third goal, maybe a little bit shaky. But generally speaking, he looked pretty damn good. And for Vegas to not show up, the 5 skaters in front of the goalie are still playing, right? We can play the goaltender all we want, but the fucking 5 skaters in front gotta do something. They had to do something, but the 3 goals, they just didn't. They just flat out didn't. And thankfully, Vegas wakes up a little bit. 15 minutes and 56 seconds in, they get a power play opportunity. Unfortunately, they couldn't do anything on the power play. But as soon as the power play is over, 18 minutes, Paul Stastny with the goal. And Shea shoots from the blue line. It's off of the rebound, and Stas is able to net that one in. No problem. 3-1. And it's a better effort overall from the Vegas Golden Knights, but it just still looked off. With Vegas actually shooting more than Minnesota, 15-16. it looked as though maybe there might be some momentum on our side. Maybe there might be some stuff going on. But with the back and forth of the penalty and then the power play that didn't go well at all, Vegas had to do something. And what they did was a pretty remarkable goal by Paul Stastny, 9 minutes and 52 seconds in, crowded area off the rebound, and he just fucking slid DM that shit, sliding on the DM shit. And when you're down 3-2, very late in the game, like 10 minutes to go in the game, you start freaking out, you start panicking, and really, the Vegas pressure was relentless at this point. Yes, Mark Stone had a wraparound chance the previous period, but I thought that was a great save by Dubnyk. But the reality of this game was all the effort happened in the third period. I honestly have to believe there was no effort in the first two periods. As much as the shot clock, the shot counter will suggest, all the fucking numbers would suggest that Vegas was in it, I just felt like the first two periods, they had nothing left. They had nothing to give. They were showing up with nothing. They looked pretty abysmal altogether. And it's in that third period, they started creating these chances, everything going off the post, bad puck luck, all this shit. And we lose in regulation. And the funny thing was, we had an opportunity with about 10 seconds left on the clock where it was just inches away from a goal. And that was the story of our night. Unlucky, unlucky puck or whatever, but the story of inches where we may have had opportunities, but just an inch or so off. And for Vegas, yes, they outshot Minnesota. They try to outwork them very late, but you try a little too little too late. That's what happens. Too little too late is what happened in this game. And Vegas loses 3-2. Like I talked about with Dubnyk. Dubnyk had a fantastic game. 32 saves on 34 shots, a .941 save percentage. Malcolm Subban, though, has to get the fucking credit here. He absolutely deserves the credit where nobody else is going to give him. 29 saves on 32 shots, a .906 save percentage. He had such a solid game. The five guys in front of him. What are we doing? What are you doing to help out Subban? Nothing. As of the last few games, I feel like the Vegas Golden Knights has really played down to their, they have really played down. I feel like Vegas should be better, could be better, but 3 straight losses in regulation, not great. Obviously, your power play 0 for 2, your penalty kill 2 out of 4, which was abysmal compared to what Vegas has been able to do. It's not been a good night, even though the 3 stars are predominantly Vegas players. Zucker for the 3-star, Stone for the 2-star, Stastny for the 1-star, but yet again, Vegas just didn't look great. They didn't look great at all. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit, but despite not looking great, and despite the fact that we had to win to clinch a playoff spot, there was a bit of an asterisk there, like I mentioned earlier. If the Arizona Coyotes lost in either regulation or in overtime or in a shootout, we clinch a playoff spot. They lost 3-2 against the Colorado Avalanche in a shootout. So boys and girls, your Vegas Golden Knights are headed back into the playoffs. Oh boy, April 10th, we start the playoffs. I can't fucking wait. But yes, we still got 5 more games left to go in the season, despite the fact that Vegas has clinched a playoff spot. We have the San Jose Sharks tomorrow. That's going to be a bit of a doozy. We don't know what the hell is going to happen. Hopefully Vegas gets a couple of wins. Last 5 games, maybe fuck over San Jose's second seed chances. So we lose 3-2 against Minnesota. We're going to be back here tomorrow against the San Jose Sharks. Oh, it's going to be in San Jose, so we're not going to be here tomorrow. But I'm going to be watching the game tomorrow. And Vegas, we're back in the playoffs. So let's finish what we started from last season. Go Knights, go. Follow me at the SkyLounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content. One more time. Go Knights, go. Now fuck off.